the welfare department came to our home. They talked with my mother about moving into the housing project, but the stipulation was that my father could not be with us. They would put us into the housing project only if he left the state. My mother and father discussed it, and they decided that it was best for the father to leave the home. And that's how we got into the projects.
The welfare department had a rule that no able-bodied man could be in the house if a woman received aid for dependent children. If a man lost his job, he's looking for work, he still had to leave the home. And there was even a night staff of men who worked for the welfare department whose job was to go to the homes of the welfare recipients, and they searched to find if there was a man in the home. Sometimes men came back at night to be with their families. Some were found in the closet hiding.
Yo, what's happening, man? It's your boy Papa Dope, man, back with another very, very, very important video, man. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Go to UbuntuApparel.com, man. Grab you some gear, man. That's how y'all can help me with this journey. That's all I ask. Or you go right on YouTube, right below. You can order from there also. Double salute to all my monthly member subscribers. Thank y'all so much. I cannot say it enough. Now, if you paid attention to the video I just showed you, right? This is sad, bro. How the government strategically broke black families up. And I just want modern day women and just people in general to understand where this stemmed from. This is going to blow your mind, right? Now, whether you're the biological father or the stepfather, that put the family in a position where they cannot receive assistance. The man in the house rule was a welfare policy in the 1960s that denied government assistance. They operate from an A to B point, meaning they're going to make sure the man didn't have no motherfucking job. He couldn't provide for his family, which puts the family in a position to where they have to sit and negotiate whether it's prosperous for the father to stay in the house or leave. Targeted black families, and the decision was the father had to leave because it was best for the children's financial support. So what happens is the government forces the father out the house, which he don't have a role no more in the house. Let's get back to this video. And the government is replaced. So the government becomes the father. You see how that works strategically? Now, they only targeted black people, majority. This is how you control a culture. You got to break the family up. Now, I'm finna go a step further, right? Y'all done heard me talk about the man in the house rule. The man in the house rule. And I'm sure a lot of people never heard of this, don't know nothing about this, but this is what these nasty motherfuckers did to people. And like I say, you got to be a demonic group of people to sit down and do people like that. You know why? They don't have a soul. I keep trying to tell y'all this. They don't have a direct connection to the sun. Now, I'm finna show y'all what the man in the house rule is, and I'm going to come back. And boy, look at here. You ain't going to believe this. Check this out. Now, what I'm saying is this. This has been stemming from the 60s, bro. The man in the house rule is if there's a man in the house, you can't receive no assistance. That's crazy, bro. First of all, you got to think, who made y'all boss? Who gave y'all the authority to say what people can and can't do? God put this earth here for all us to live on. But these people, you are born in a prison because these people are depriving you of resources, education, all the above. And this has nothing to do with God. This is all about what man is doing to us. And you have to be like I say, boy, you have to be a nasty, demonic, heartless motherfucker to sit there and do a group of people like this, bro. Why do these people want to control us? And then when we act out and do the shit that they don't want us to do, it's like you trained us to do this. It's crazy, man, how this shit goes. But this is my thing, right? How could you strategically, and I told y'all they use think tanks. What is a think tank? A think tank is some of the most smartest people in the world. They sit down, they come up with curriculums, they come up with strategic strategies, systematic strategies and belief systems to control a group of people or a culture, and it works. You have to understand, bro, when you sit there and say a man ain't shit or a woman ain't this and that, bro, this goes way further than what people can imagine or even can think about. And I try my best to get people to understand this. This is just a conditioning. This is a programming. This is why people do the shit that they do. And this is why today, black relationships, marriages, it fails. We have a high rate of failure when it comes to those things. First of all, when I see a lot of these, and I know I'm a little off topic, but I see a lot of these relationship podcasts and things like that, they basically talking about the effects of what another group of men are doing to all of us. Why do you women act like that? Why they dress like that? Why men are doing it? This is effects of what another group of men is doing to all of us. You have to understand that first. Secondly, you're trying to change the condition of people before you change the environment they live in. You have to change the environment first. Why do women act like this? Why they got their ass out? Why they cuss men out? Why men do what they do? Why children do what they do? Because of the environment that we live in. An environment we don't control. I guarantee you take a couple that's been struggling, going at it, can't get along for nothing. Move them to China. Move them to an area where ain't no more people who are single. Everybody is respectful. Everybody love their husband. Everybody love their wife. Change the environment. I guarantee you that energy will shift right into that marriage, that covenant, and it'll change it. You have to understand your environment has a lot to do with your decision making. So what I'm saying is this, right? I know I was a little off topic, but what I'm saying is this, all in a nutshell, right? We've been systematically put in the position that we're in from an educational standpoint, resourceful standpoint. We don't own nothing, so therefore we don't control nothing, so therefore we cannot project perception of what a man should be, what a woman should be. They do this. That's why I say we're being controlled by another group of people. They put the perception of what a man is or what a woman is. And you feel as though that's not true. Bro, do you realize what this is between your ears? This is just a receiver. When you don't control the message, you don't control the perception. Again, if we wanted to change how women act, if we had the power to, as a black man, because like I say, us as black men, we don't even control our women. They do. We can't tell our women what to do. They do. Same thing with our men. But if we had the power to say, we're going to change our culture, right? We're going to have our women dressed like this, covered up. We're going to show respect to our women. We're going to show respect to our men. We're going to teach our children how to be respectful to older people, to elders. But we can't do that because we don't control what's on TV. We don't control what's on social media. We don't control no type of consolidated group, which could be us, and how to act so that we can see this shit every day. We see this woman praising her wife, her husband. We see this husband praising his wife. We see these children being respectful. But when you see the opposite, this is a receiver. Right now, when you see women taking pictures with their butt toward the camera, you think that's what beauty is. It teaches us that must be beauty. And it teaches other women that must be what everybody want. It teaches men to go after them type of women. Not all, but majority. And this is where people lose sight of this. Yeah, you got a few black billionaires, but not a lot. You got a few black millionaires, but not a lot. How many broke people you got? How many people you got right now ain't got $1,000 in their savings? And this is what you got to understand. It's not about those little few people who can comprehend, who can get through can go up the hill with all this on their back. We talk about majority of people who ain't got nothing. And as long as majority of the people is following suit to what they say do, they winning. It's not enough billionaires to change this. Millionaires to change this. So stop thinking that just because 1 or 2 people is able to prosper and be successful, that don't mean shit. Nigga, we been failing since day one. And I'm just trying to break it down in different ways. I know I went from where it stemmed and how things are going today, but I'm just showing y'all. You have to think about this stuff, bro. We are being controlled by what society tell us to do and not do. And we don't control that. We don't control what's on these billboards. We don't control nothing. All we do is receive information. And what goes in and what goes out. So if bullshit comes in, bullshit's going out. It's very simple, bro. You're dealing with ins and outs, up and downs, polarities. That's it. So let's recap. Born in a world where we are slaves. Whether you black, white, blue, green, doesn't matter. Strategically, they've got us fighting against each other. That bought them enough time to figure out what the fuck to do next and get this AI thing cracking. So we all the butt of the joke. But with black folks, when it comes to our black women was coerced to have the man leave the house, which breaks up the family and puts us in a position where our women and children can't be protected by us. So the respect for a man is gone and it's given to the government. Not all women, but a lot. Fast forward, nothing has changed. These same people that are so-called want to govern and control every motherfucking body got us all fucked up, man. And it's going to get worse with this digital ID. I'm telling y'all, it's coming. Another thing is this, man. You have to think, bro. Just think about how you born in a world that's controlled by a small group of people, bro. No one can wrap that around their head. Like, slavery is mental. It's not physical no more. They don't have to stand over you with a gun. You get up and go to work because of a belief system that was put in place that money is everything. We as people don't come together because they keep us so divided. It's like getting in the elevator with a black person or a white person. What you might be thinking came from your systematic programming. Because you don't know this black man. You don't know this white man. All you know is what the world told you. And that's a good example of how brainwashing controls people's decision making. Because this same black man can save your life. You could be in that bitch. You might start having a motherfucking heart attack. Or you might start having a stroke. You might start choking. The same black man that the world told you ain't shit, can't be trusted, was the same black man that saved your life. You must understand how the brain works. And once you understand how the brain works, now this is where the challenge comes in at. Because now you got to be understanding of the people that ain't where you're at now. Now, where I'm at right now, mentally, it's a lot of people around me ain't there. That's a whole nother challenge. Because now you in a cesspool full of people where they signal is scrambled. They ain't there yet. So y'all gonna have different belief systems. Y'all gonna see shit differently. And that shit is stressful, bro. But all I'm trying to do is bring clarity to some stuff, man. Hopefully y'all got something out this video, bro. And I just be trying to get people to think from a real simplistic level, bro. Ain't none of this real hard. You get what I'm saying? And yeah, man, we didn't ask for this shit, man. We didn't ask to be. We just want to live. You know what I'm saying? Like, and this is just in America, bro. This shit is everywhere, bro. Just imagine the people who don't have clean water, and I guess they make it seem like we should be happy. Shit, we ain't got clean water. It's just crazy, bro. This ain't got nothing to do with God, dog. That's what I be saying to myself every day I wake up. This ain't got nothing to do with God. This is just man being greedy, demonic, want to own, control, run everything, and we are forced to live a certain way, which we don't deserve that shit, man. Everybody should deserve to have a nice house, nice car, but that's just messed up. Anyway, hopefully y'all learned something from this video. about to drink my tea, man. About to get in this tea. I drink every morning. Got to get out here in this sun, man. Let this sun kiss me a little bit. You feel me? And I hope y'all have a great day. So like, comment, subscribe, man. And like I tell you all the time, in order for you to be found, you must first be lost. Thank you if you made it this far in the video. I really appreciate it. I'll get with y'all on the next one. Love.